Hey guys, so as you guys know, my mantra by now is I am confident, I am strong, I am resilient, and I am capable. Ever since I had my ketamine infusion and my brain was, again, I'm going to use the dry clay and the wet clay analogy. Being given the opportunity to have my brain become like wet putty again and remold it is a life altering event for me to go through. I'm on my way out now. I just wanted to make a video before I went out because I've never felt this good ever. I saw a friend earlier today and she was just saying to me, I've never seen you like this before. Like you have energy and positivity, you have light, like you look light, everything about you is like, and I said, I know. The reality is I know, and it's not pretense, it is legitimate. I remember maybe about 10 years ago, and I posted a video. No, it wasn't a video. It was a post on LinkedIn, and I said something to the effect, if you're going through tough times right now and you're feeling depressed, remember that you can choose your mood. Smile, be happy, you're alive. Yeah. Until I got hit with anxiety and depression for my 40th birthday, which was 4 years ago. Sorry, it was 3 years ago. And then I got it. Then I finally got it. It made so much sense. Eventually, I actually felt ashamed for that post because I remember posting that, and I remember getting a lot of hate replies from people within my network and extended network that just went at me. You know, depression is not a choice, and it was terrible. And I took the post down because I realized that this is a losing battle. But at that time, I had no cares in the world. I was happy. I was living my best life, and little did I know that I would have a nervous breakdown and I would suffer from severe anxiety and depression. So just going back, if you are watching this video for the first time and you haven't heard of me before, my name is Lucia van Buren. I'm a near-death survivor. I had a brain aneurysm in 2021 with a 30% chance of survival. So I'm a walking, talking miracle. But it was what happened after that near-death experience that followed that really shaped my life. And it was a little bit of everything. It was a little bit of personal, a little bit of work, a little bit of relationship, a little bit of family. But I will go into more detail about it as I reveal more about myself on this journey of healing. But what I can say to you is depression is real. It is real. Anxiety is real. Post-traumatic stress is real. And I take back everything I've ever said when I wasn't depressed about anything negative, and saying, oh, I'll just choose to be happy. Just choose to be happy. Sadly, we don't choose to be happy. It is not a choice. When you are hit with depression, when you are hit with post-traumatic stress, when you have such severe anxiety that your entire nervous system braces for impact, if you feel like your body is always clenched and tense and you're grinding your jaws, you may be suffering from anxiety and you don't even know about it. You may have some serious nervous system tension which needs to be reprogrammed and released. So yeah, so it's been it's 29th of November, and yeah, 1st of June 2022 is when I was diagnosed, and I've been on various medication ever since then. And last week Wednesday, my first IV ketamine. The last few days have been unexplainable. It's almost like somebody turned on this magic switch and said, let there be light. That is literally how it feels, because I've never felt this light, this energized, this happy, ever. And this has improved relationships and my motivation and my drive to succeed. And I really want to share my journey, because it's either, I mean, I was expecting this to work, but I wasn't expecting it to work this well. As my professor says to me, you know, this could vary, results can vary from patient to patient, but for me it's clearly exactly what my body needed. So I will be on this journey, and I hope that you join me on this journey as I go through. I'm doing 6 ketamine infusions over the next 2 months, and you know, if one ketamine infusion has done this, then I can only imagine what it's going to do at infusion 6. It's changed my life. It for somebody that was on autopilot since June 2022 and in survival mode, to feeling like I can take on anything. And of course I repeat my mantra, and again, it's the wet clay. Ketamine gives your brain this window in which your dry clay, which is unmoldable and hard, ketamine gives that hard clay this window where it becomes soft, moldable clay. And that was what happened to me after I had my ketamine infusion, which was 3 days ago. And ketamine, from what I know, it doesn't stay in your system for a long time. It's really the work that you do, that you have to put in to reprogram your ways of thinking, your paradigm. And it really is all about, how am I going to change this for the better? How am I going to, I'm still going to go into more about, you know, does it change the chemicals in your brain? You know, is it about dopamine, endorphins? I don't know. All I know is that I just have not felt this good in my life. And, you know, what you're seeing is a person who, my only regret is not going ahead with ketamine when I found out about it 4 months ago, because I did a lot of research just to find out, is it safe, yada yada. And if I could have done this as soon as I had my nervous breakdown in 2022, I would not have been here. But then I would not be here making these videos on my channel, sharing what this experience has been like. Just be kind and be gentle to yourself. People are committing suicide every day because life has become too much and everything has become too much for them. And I felt like that so many times, but because I have a young man that I'm a mom to, yeah, it just never ever crossed my mind to actually go through with it, you know. But yeah, I think everybody deserves an opportunity to I mean, if ketamine was free and if it was government approved, we'd have less people suffering from mental health. The success rate, I believe, is 90%. So it's not a guaranteed fix, as I said. It's an alternative to treatment-resistant depression. So if you have been going through depression and suffering from depression for the longest time and you're not sure what to do next, please find a facility close to where you are and inquire about ketamine infusions. It's changed my life, and I only hope that if you do get the opportunity to go ahead with your ketamine infusion, if you are a mental health struggler, that it also changes your life. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, and I will update you guys after my next IV. I think safe to say that I'm in a very good space. So for the next few days, I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to enjoy my life and be still, be calm, be happy, and just enjoy this feeling of wellness. The last thing I just want to say is, you know, my friend that I saw earlier on today, we were talking about what would just make you happy. And I remember we had this conversation before, and she would say, oh, I would love to win Powerball or the lotto. And I said, I would just want my mental health back. Because if I have my mental health, I can change the way I think. I can go and get what I want. I can be driven, independent, confident, secure. Why do I have to bet on winning millions when all I want is my sanity, my peace, and my mental health? And so now I have my mental health, and I feel like I've won Powerball. I still have a lot of pieces that I need to pick up, but it'll wait. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get